Welcome to Chelsea Sport Update. Before we start the video, please subscribe, like and feel free to comment. Erling Haaland will enable Thomas Tuchel to unleash his next tactical master plan at Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel will have several different ideas of how to fit Erling Haaland into his side if Chelsea can pull off a deal for the Borussia Dortmund star. Chelsea's pursuit of Borussia Dortmund star Erling Haaland hasn't reached transfer saga status just yet. But it certainly has the potential to do so. The Norwegian is one of the most in-demand players in world football, with a host of top European clubs all interested in signing him. The majority are, however, hopeful of concluding a deal next summer when a £60 million release clause in his contract becomes active. Chelsea aren't keen to wait that long. The Blues are in talks with Dortmund, whom they have a good relationship with following the deal that took Christian Pulisic to Stamford Bridge, over a deal that would make Haaland the most expensive player in Premier League history. A fee in excess of £150 million is going to be required to convince the Bundesliga giants to sell their prized asset. An equally extravagant salary is going to needed to tempt the striker to Stamford Bridge. Neither are deal-breakers, in itself a sign of how much Chelsea covet the 20-year-old phenom. And if the Blues are able to pull off a deal for Haaland, Thomas Tuchel's side is instantly transformed from title hopefuls to serious contenders. How Tuchel would fit Haaland into his side is intriguing. Going into this summer, football. London understands there was an expectation at Chelsea that the German coach would freshen up his tactical approach next term. That may now be difficult, as explained in depth here. Yet if the Blues boss does want to overhaul his system, where would Haaland fit in? We've taken a look. 4-2-3-1. Perhaps the simplest way to get the best out of Haaland if he does join Chelsea is for Tuchel to recreate the same shape that the 20-year-old scored 41 goals in 41 games in for Dortmund in 2020-21. Used as a lone frontman with the likes of Jadon Sancho, Marco Reus, Julian Brandt, Thorgan Hazard and Gio Reyna in second line of the attack, Haaland was able to focus his energy on being a threat inside of the penalty box, as shown by his open play shot map via Understat. The Norway international was able to drop off and help knit together swift attacks when required, but didn't often get heavily involved until BVB entered the penalty area. Per FB Ref, of the 28.5 touches per 90 Haaland averaged in the Bundesliga last term, 7.12 of them were inside the opposition penalty area. Tuchel would unlikely want such a single-minded approach from Haaland were he to sign. There would be a far greater expectation on the wonderkid to counter-press when required and close off space. Haaland averaged 12 pressures per 90 last term, which is short of Kai Havertz, 15.4 per 90, and Timo Werner, 13.1 per 90. Whether this shape suits Chelsea's other prominent attacking players is debatable. Werner's worst form for Chelsea came when deployed out on the left by Frank Lampard rather than in the left 10 role he operated in under Tuchel. Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, meanwhile, would likely be in direct competition to play as the number 10, although either could be used out on the right. That would, however, further the minutes of Christian Pulisic, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Hakim Ziyech, assuming the latter remains at Stamford Bridge amid reported interest from Italy. 4-2-4. This is not a shape alien to Chelsea supporters, as Antonio Conte toyed with it during his first preseason at the club before reverting to 4-2-3-1 and then moving to the 3-4-3 that won the Blues the title mid-season. Tuchel, according to The Telegraph, is considering implementing a variation of the shape during the 2021-22 campaign to help Chelsea increase their attacking threat. It would be a bold move from the German coach, but he would certainly have the personnel for it. Haaland would, of course, be one of the two nines and could be used alongside Havertz, who would have the freedom to roam and drop into deeper areas when required. It would force Mount, who is a nailed-on starter no matter the system, into a wider role, which is not ideal, but the right flank could be occupied by Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi and Ziyech. The man who perhaps would suffer most from this shape is Werner. While he could be used alongside Haaland to push opposition defenses back with his pace, it's likely he would occupy similar positions, given both have a tendency to drop into the half spaces on the left side of the pitch. 3-4-2-1, the system that won Chelsea the Champions League and one that Haaland has scored plenty of goals in previously. After joining Borussia Dortmund in January 2020 from Red Bull Salzburg, the Norwegian was eased into the number 9 role in the formation under then BVB boss Lucien Favre. Deployed in the center of the attacking three with a supporting cast of Sancho, Royce, Brandt and Hazard, Haaland struck 16 goals in his opening 18 appearances for the Bundesliga side and created 3 for his teammates. The shape allowed Dortmund to be a huge threat on the counter-attack, with another Chelsea target, achraf Hakimi, thriving in the role of right wing-back. Chelsea's players know the 3-4-2-1 system inside out, and it would make Haaland's transition smoother if he was to be dropped into a well-functioning side instead of one getting to grips with new instructions. Thanks for watching. That's all for now from Stamford Bridge. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.